get your one-word reaction on the newest Laker. What do you guys have to say? Comment down below your one-word reaction to the Lakers signing Dion Waiters. Now, my one-word reaction would be curious, and I'm going to explain why that is my one-word reaction right now. What's up, Laker fam? Welcome to Lakers Report by Chat Sports, all things Lakers. I'm your host, Hannah Kulik, aka Laker Han. We've got an awesome show for you guys today, and we are just gonna get right into it because the Lakers officially have a newest player. They signed Dion Waiters. Now, this wasn't a huge surprise. I think a lot of people kind of expected this. You know, we recently cut DeMarcus Cousins. There have been 1,000,001 rumors that Dion Waiters was really on our radar after he was traded by the Miami Heat to the Grizzlies and then ultimately cut. Didn't even play in a game for the Grizzlies. He apparently had a really good workout for the Lakers on Monday. So, you know what? They just decided to give him a shot. And I said that my one-word reaction to this was curious, and here's why. Because there's really no question that Dion Waiters is a good player. He really can contribute. His career stats are pretty good. You know, he's averaged about 13.2 points per game. He can shoot almost 35% from three, so he can definitely score the basketball. So I'm not really worried about him not being able to contribute. The biggest reason that I'm curious is to see where his mental state is at, because he was suspended multiple times for the Heat, only played in 3 games for Miami. He's only played in 3 games this entire season, only about 40-something minutes this entire season, and that is all due to just having behavioral problems. So that was something that I was really kind of concerned about with the Lakers signing Dion Waiters. Is why would you want to bring on a guy who's really been suspended multiple times, been struggling with these, you know, behavioral problems with this team, which already has such great chemistry. But at the end of the day, obviously, LeBron James and the Lakers felt that Dion was mentally strong enough, mentally ready to help the Lakers go to battle and ultimately compete for a championship. So that was why my one word was curious. But again, comment down below what your one-word reaction to the Lakers signing Dion Waiters is. Now, let's kind of talk about some particular lineups that we could potentially see Waiters and the Lakers running this season for the rest of the season. But before we do, I want to make sure that you guys are following me on my social media handles if you are not yet doing so. My Instagram is @HannahRoseKulik and my Twitter is @Hannah_Kulik. Definitely make sure to give me a follow if you want to keep up with all things purple and gold, or you want some fitness tips and tricks. Summer is just right around the corner, and if you know me, you know I love to post my workout videos and fitness tips and tricks as well. But let's move on and let's talk about some potential lineups that we could see the Lakers running that feature Dion Waiters. So now that the Lakers officially have signed Dion Waiters, the biggest question now is, whose minutes is he going to take up? Because he is a guard. The Lakers are very guard heavy, as we are well aware, and the guard position is already one that guys are kind of struggling to fight for minutes. So now that we have another guard, whose minutes is he going to take? I think ultimately the Lakers are going to make him kind of fight for his minutes, but I do think at the end of the day, he is going to be able to get some, and I think they do plan on using him. So whose minutes is he going to take? Is it going to be Alex Caruso, Rajon Rondo? I don't really see it being KCP, just because I feel like KCP has really played extremely well for us, especially shooting the ball, and I think the coach loves him. So I don't really see him taking too much of KCP's minutes, but Caruso and Rondo, that is kind of where it gets a little bit tricky. Now, a lot of people, fans, myself kind of included, would like to see him take Rajon Rondo's minutes, but you know, Rondo's a terrific playmaker. The coach seems to really, really like him, so I don't know. Maybe it'll come from Alex Caruso, but we all know that Caruso has been the GOAT for us this season. He's really been playing extremely well for us, really been providing a ton of energy and defense, and really just kind of been the catalyst for this team, especially coming off that second unit. So who knows whose minutes he's going to take? It is going to be a little bit of an interesting situation to see whose he does kind of take and what player kind of gets left on the back burner. But here are 3 potential lineups that we could see running with Dion Waiters. So the first one is kind of this stereotypical, you know, second unit. We have Dwight Howard, we have Markieff Morris, we have Kyle Kuzma, we have Dion Waiters, and then we have either Rajon Rondo or Alex Caruso. Again, I don't really know which one of those players, but you can assume he's going to be taking minutes from one of those guys if I had to guess. Then we have another kind of stereotypical second lineup. We have Dwight Howard, Markieff Morris, again, Kyle Kuzma, KCP, and then we have Dion Waiters. So in that instance, Dion will be playing a little bit more of that point guard position for us. And then we have the small ball lineup that the Lakers have been running a little bit more recently. We're just going to feature Dion Waiters in there now. So we could see a small ball lineup that has AD at center. We have then LeBron James, Dion Waiters, KCP, and then again, either Rondo or Alex Caruso. So those are three potential lineups, but again, there could be a million and one scenarios. At the end of the day, you know, having a new player, it's going to take a little bit of time to kind of see which teammates he kind of meshes with well and which lineup has the best chemistry, has the best chance of being able to, you know, help the Lakers ultimately win some games. But we all know that has not been a huge struggle for them this season because the Lakers have been winning a ton of games. Now, speaking of winning, if you would like to win some money every single time the Lakers win a game, then you're in luck because one of our sponsors here, BetDSI, is giving us an awesome deal to go ahead and bet on our Lakers or just any one of our favorite sports teams and win some extra cash. So let's take a quick look at the betting odds right now for the NBA. So as of right now, our Los Angeles Lakers are in number 2 with a plus 225. So all this means is if you bet $50 and the Lakers win, you get $112.50. That seems like a pretty awesome deal to me. So if you would like to win some money every single time the Lakers win, then all you have to do is go to chatsports.com/bet, enter the promo code they are giving us, Lakers120, and you will get an awesome opportunity to win some cash every single time the Lakers win, which, as we all know, has been quite a lot this season. So definitely make sure to check that out. Again, all you have to do is go to chatsports.com/bet, enter the promo code Lakers120. Now, let's move on and let's talk a little bit about Alex Caruso because he's actually addressing his newfound celebrity and he has some interesting things to say about it. He's really not as big of a fan of being this big celebrity as a lot of people would intend for him, especially at the beginning of the season. Now, Alex Caruso went on a podcast recently and said that actually, you know, the beginning of this season when he was really this huge newfound celebrity, it was actually kind of annoying for him because everything he did, it seemed that it was being, you know, tweeted about, constantly reported on, and he just wasn't really used to it. And at the end of the day, he really just wanted to focus on playing basketball. He was excited to finally be on the Lakers, finally be in the NBA team consistently, and he really didn't want anything to kind of get in the way of that. And as we all know, us fans, when we like a player, especially in LA, we are very passionate about it. And Alex Caruso has really been that player for us this season. I know I discussed this a few videos back, but he has really just been a fan favorite. Fans have a ton of nicknames for him. They've labeled him the Bald Eagle, the Bald Mamba, the White Mama. People just love Alex Caruso, and for a good reason. He really has had a great season for us, but I think, you know, Alex Caruso, who is kind of a low-key guy, like he also mentioned in this podcast, was a big adjustment because he just wasn't used to all of this attention. Now, of course, he is a little bit more used to it, and of course, now that the Lakers are playing well, he's having a good season, he has learned to kind of embrace it, but he definitely did say it was a little bit of a struggle in the beginning of the season, that's for sure. All right, now moving on, we have got to discuss the huge game on Friday, the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Of course, last time the two played together, it was kind of embarrassing. The Bucks definitely won that game, but tonight is the Lakers' revenge game, and honestly, it's going to be an exciting game. The two best play teams in the NBA going at it, facing off, could be a potential finals preview, and a lot of people are actually saying, you know, it could be the former league's MVP preview because, of course, a lot of people feel like the two MVPs this season that are neck and neck are really Giannis, who, of course, is the star for the Bucks, and then LeBron James, who, of course, is the Los Angeles Lakers star. I think we all know who LeBron James is, but let's kind of take a little bit of a look about these two players and compare which one of them really deserves to be MVP. Obviously, both of these guys are having a tremendous season. You know, Giannis, like I said, the Bucks have barely lost a game this entire season. They have the best record in the NBA. He's averaging close to 30 points per game, a little bit over 13 rebounds per game. He's having an unbelievable season. I would actually be pretty shocked if he wasn't MVP this year, but if anyone is going to beat him, it is going to be LeBron James because LeBron is equally having an as impressive of a season. He's averaging nearly a triple-double, just a little bit over 25 points per game, leading the league in assists at 10.7 and doing it all at age 35, which is just as impressive. He really has been the catalyst for this Lakers team. He's embraced this new role as point guard, playmaker, but then again, he's been able to score at a high level whenever the Lakers have needed him. He's really been able to do anything the Lakers have needed to win some games, and he is a huge reason, if not the main reason, why the Lakers have the #1 record in the Western Conference. So both of these players definitely deserve to be in talks, serious talks, for being MVP of the league this season, and I want to have your guys' opinion. I know we may all be a little bit partial to the Lakers, but out of these two players, Giannis or LeBron, who do you think deserves to be the league's MVP? Personally, for me, I may be a little biased, but I've got to go with LeBron James. You know, I have the opportunity to vote for a Laker for being the MVP. You know I've got to do it, but still, Giannis has definitely been playing at an extremely high level. It's going to be an awesome matchup tonight. Hopefully, the Lakers are able to pull away with the win. It really is going to come down to AD, I think, because AD is going to have the difficult task of guarding Giannis, which of course is not easy, but nonetheless, it's going to be an awesome game, and I cannot wait for it. Definitely have this one circled and been very anxiously awaiting for it all week. But let's finish off here today taking a little look at the Lakers' schedule to close out these next week or so, because they definitely have a tough schedule. Of course, they play the Bucks tonight, then they go and play the Clippers Sunday, then they have a little bit of an easier game against the Nets, and then they play the Houston Rockets and then the Denver Nuggets. So they are playing, you know, the top Western Conference teams, and then of course the #1 team in the entire league today, all in the next handful of games. So definitely going to be a tough stretch of games, but truly, I think the Lakers have what it takes to get those wins. Obviously, as we know, they've had a tremendous season. Currently the #1 team in the Western Conference, and I think they are in great shape to win the NBA championship this season. But of course, want to end here today asking your guys' opinion. Do you think the Lakers can win the NBA title this season, 2020? Let me know down in the comments below. That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a double thumbs up. And until the next one, Laker Hand is out. Bye, guys.